Hi everyone, my name is Ksenia, and if you're here, you're probably interested in sustainability, zero waste, minimalism, and mental health. Now I just came back from walking with my dog, and it's sunny outside, and I'm just feeling energized and have some boosts of good mood, which is rare nowadays, so I decided to film this video. This video is about surviving winter with shorter days, longer nights, colder days, and also potentially, if you are in Europe, especially in the Netherlands, being on lockdown 3.0. Last winter, winter 2020, was one of the hardest I've ever experienced, even though I am from Russia, so believe me, I know what a harsh winter could be like. But due to lockdown, with the temperatures dropping down, it was hard to find anything to do at all. And since the cases in the Netherlands are starting to grow now as well, I decided to prepare for winter 2021 and share my insights with you as well. Now let's address some of the concerns that you might have during winter. For many people, if you're living in the Northern Hemisphere, especially if you are in North America and Europe, Eurasia, you are probably experiencing cold temperatures, like below 0 Celsius. Now, for example, the weather is 2 degrees centigrade, so about 35 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty chilly, but it's still okay because in Russia it could be much worse. But what you can do at first, if you're cold at home, put an extra layer of clothing. It's easier to put on something on top or take it off when you get warmer, and make sure that your feet are warm. For example, I have these Russian shoes. They're called valenki. My grandpa made them from our own sheep's coat when he was alive. It's a nice memory of him. Fine. Hello. Do not overheat your house. Do not put the temperature at home too high. You will be just wasting too much energy and your energy bill will just be huge. To get warm, I recommend drinking lots of hot tea, any kind of hot beverage, maybe lay off of coffee a little bit, but maybe try some hot cocoa to warm up. If you're working from home, I noticed that if you drink a lot of liquids, you have to move, to get up, to put the kettle on, and then to go to the bathroom. So you will still be moving and having breaks throughout the day, and you will keep warm. Cook some comfort foods like ramen, for example. For me, I have several recipes on Instagram, and I can link them down below. Another advice is, for example, bake cookies. It's holiday season, and when the oven is heating up, it will emit some heat and you will feel warm, and you can then decorate them, make them in interesting shapes, try different recipes, and these ingredients are usually cheap and can be bought zero waste as well. Cookies, hot cocoa, it all sounds so cozy, right? Have you heard about hygge? Hygge is the Scandinavian art and culture of creating a warm home feeling at your house. It involves natural materials in interior design, but also it involves activities associated with making a cozy home. For example, cuddling up with a book under the blanket, or lighting candles and illuminating your house with lights. Speaking of lights and overall darkness that comes with December, especially because December 21st is winter solstice and it's the coldest, the shortest day and the longest night. Overall, you can feel down and experience that you don't have any energy, and it could be because there is not enough light for you, so you might have vitamin D deficiencies, especially if you are born in a warm climate and then you move to a colder climate. You might need to take some vitamin D to feel better as well, not just physically but also emotionally, is have a steady sleeping pattern. It may be easier said than done, but you definitely won't regret it. Getting up in the morning when it's still dark is very hard. So what you can do is get used to getting up and going to bed at the same time. Usually it's recommended to sleep 7 to 9 hours a day. It might differ based on what kind of person you are, how much you need. I think need at least 9 hours of sleep, otherwise I feel miserable. But some people need 6 or maybe even less. For that, I actually sleep with the window cracked open a little bit and with heating off, so that the room is well ventilated. If it's too much for you, try ventilating the room before going to bed so that the air is fresh. Make your bedroom cozy and a nice place to be in. To relax before going to bed, you can take a warm bath or shower, especially if you have just been doing a workout. Another advice that works for me, and even today is an example, being outside, spending time outside, even if the weather is not good. Today I'm lucky, but usually not. But I walk my dog every day, so it's a good exercise to be outside. If you don't like being outside, I would recommend to try to ease into it. Of course, I'm not calling you to get a frostbite, but many cultures are known for swimming in cold water, and in Russia, for example, after Orthodox Christmas, we have a holiday when you go in the water which is covered with ice. So it's on January 19th and it's usually quite cold. This is usually a big boost for your immune system and big kind of override, but of course it can stress out your body. So I would recommend before that you could start going out of your house in lighter clothes and just stand outside or go for a short walk. Try contrast showers, so try hot to cold, hot to cold. What I like doing, actually what helped me is into cold, is walking barefoot. A couple of winters ago here in the Netherlands there was snow and I walked in the snow barefoot. You don't need to stay for a long time. So when you feel something crinkling in your feet, that's still okay, but if your feet feel numb, that's not good. So try to avoid getting frostbite and ease into it. It's not a race. As a person who experiences clinical depression, I'm quite open about struggling with mental health, and these autumn months and winter months are very hard on many people. It also involves spending time with big groups of people, with family who you might not have good relationship with. So what I could recommend is, if you are on any medication, please continue taking it. Don't think of medication as a crutch. It's actually something that makes your life better, and just you could live without it, but your life quality probably will be a little bit lower, and why risk it? For me, I use my medication, my antidepressants, for my benefit, to feel better. If you need help, please reach out. You can ask me for help if you feel the same, if you feel down and you need someone to talk. You can send me a message on Instagram or comment here on YouTube. If you struggle with your family, you have bad relationship with your family, try to not get yourself into situations which would make you upset. So if you would rather not discuss religious or political reasons with them, try to avoid them. If you know that they are not going to get better, right? Some of the things are out of control, and you can choose to educate your family, or you can choose to take care of your mental health if it's something that needs help right now. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to love your family and spend time with them if you're feeling bad. But if being alone is not something you want, then consider reaching out and be honest about your experience. Maybe when you're depressed, I personally don't have any desire to feel happy. Everything feels gray, and whether it's holidays or not, I would feel down. So you don't have to be happy around holidays. All this Xmas stuff is mostly to sell us products, and if you don't enjoy holidays, then you don't have to celebrate them. I think there is something else that's not talked about a lot, and it's also that if you do have someone to spend the holidays with and you are attracted to them sexually, then go ahead and have some. There is evidence that orgasm can boost your serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine levels, so you might feel better and just a little bit less depressed. But of course, I understand that you might have very, very low sexual drive, very low libido, so don't force it if you don't want to, obviously. Alright, I think this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and as all YouTubers and vloggers say, please like this video and subscribe to my channel.